This is Hannibal and Piper here from the HannibalTV.com. I didn't want to wake her up, so I just put her in the video with me. This is a daily wrestling news update. WWE has been doing a white rabbit gimmick, which is some old song that's been basically the big thing going on in WWE now. That rumor is it's to promote Bray Wyatt's return. It only got a 0.45 rating for Raw this week. Not hating on it, but maybe there was a reason they released him because he wasn't a big ratings boost. So no surprise the ratings didn't jump with that thing to someone like me. WWE canceled their October 16th, my birthday, house show in Prescott Valley, Arizona. Probably due to low ticket sales, which is why they usually canceled, but who knows. The main event was Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. So there you go. The NXT house shows in Florida have been postponed this weekend due to the hurricane. I would send my best wishes out there to everyone affected by the hurricane, including TJ Wilson and Natalia, who I trained with in the dungeon, and they're both very good people. Apparently, the WWE live event on Friday in Tampa has also been rescheduled to December 17th. And the October 1st Dade City, Florida WWE event has been switched to November 11th. PW Insiders reporting that WWE's Hulu content will still be on the channel till at least Friday. They are still in negotiations for a new contract. Ted DiBiase Jr.'s house is apparently in the process of possibly being seized by federal authorities due to that whole misallocation of welfare fund scam that DiBiase's sons, as well as Ted DiBiase, were allegedly involved with. So I did interview $1 Million Man actually not too long ago, and I suggest people check that interview out because it was very well received on this channel. And speaking of my interviews, my personal favorite interview was with the Honorable Paul Hellyer, former Canadian Minister of National Defense, which I did post the raw footage of a couple of days ago. And the reason why I posted the raw footage is because I had to dig it up because there's going to be clips from my interview featured on a television show coming up, as well as the Gaia channel for anyone that follows that. So this was the highest ranking government official to first go on record saying that UFOs are as real as airplanes in the sky. And it was an honor and a privilege to interview him. It was actually his last extended interview he ever did before passing away. Jeff, we don't know who the White Rabbit is yet. You know, I really haven't cared. But honestly, I'm just not interested in wrestling anymore. Bray Rabbit. Have I ever interviewed Dave Drayson, the manager of the original Sheik? No, but I'd be open to it. Jeff says, LOL, FR. I'm not really sure what that means. But honestly, like, anyone that cares about Bray Wyatt is going to be like the fans that are still watching wrestling. Sports fans, I don't think are going to be caring that much about Bray Wyatt. Yes, he is athletic and all, but let's face it, like it's another fat guy. I'm sorry. Healer says Triple H says it's not Bray Wyatt. Well, there you go. I'm sorry. I'm just reporting what I've read, and I haven't cared about it enough to reschedule. Do I have heat with Bret Hart? He did actually no-show a Great North Wrestling event that I put on that had 4,000 tickets sold and got me huge heat with the fans, even though I lost his first class flight over it and lost his 4-star hotel over it, as well as the limo that I had to hire because it was all part of his contract. He did return the $5,000 deposit. However, it did really bad damage to me. And that was, by the way, because he changed his flight a couple days before the show from the original flight that would have got him there with more time to actually make the show. But do I have heat with him? No. However, his brothers have tried to hook me up with the interview. And the reason why he didn't do the interview is because basically he's not doing shoot interviews anymore, from what I've been told. So he did do them in the past. But, I mean, let's face it. I posted a YouTube short clip of Jim Duggan talking about him earlier today. Like, not only did he make a ton of money in WWE, but then when he went to WCW, he made a fortune. And then after bitching about WWE for years, he went back to WWE and made tons of money with them again. So he's very well off. I'm sure he doesn't care about whatever he would charge me for a shoot interview. Let's face it. Nicholas says, great interview with Steve Lombardi. What's my take on his career? Well, he was in the WWE for 30 years. Good politician, for sure. And actually, I could tell he was a good politician by the way he did that interview. There's definitely I'm not going to say anything. I like him. Thank him for doing the interview. And you know what? I'll do another one with him sometime. Jeff Welch says dad bod for Bray Wyatt. I'll just say this. My dad doesn't work out. And well, now he works out a bit. But he's not exactly in shape, but his gut is less than Bray Wyatt. Hacksaw Jim Duggan interview was great. Anyone that has not seen it, look up Hacksaw Jim Duggan's full shoot with me. He's a great guy. He's an absolutely great guy. I would put him up there with, speaking of unreliable people, with like Brett, who was unreliable for that event. Hacksaw, I used him a lot for Great North Wrestling. He was very reliable. How's the weather? It's not bad. Cool sweater. Thank you. Thank you very much. By the way, I have been, I'm actually giving control of the Hannibal TV over to somebody else. So I just want to officially say that on here, that Laura Pedno-Roussel will be taking over the Hannibal TV, the business side of things, and the company. It will be under her name moving forth, because I'm still going to do interviews and reports, but I'm just not that interested in the business side of things, and I have other things to focus on right now. So wish everyone a great night. Thank you for the comments and questions. Piper's already in bed. I'm going to probably be going to bed soon too. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates.